And now we are.
Good morning to Sandy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sandy. Good morning to you.
But
Ba-dum-bum. Good morning, everybody.
yeah,
Or
wherever
anybody.
you are, wherever you are.
Oh, it's a day. It's Friday.
Oh dear, kids, don't wake up yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay quiet, guys. I'll get to you in a minute.
It's Friday.
Hello, Willow.
Good morning to Willow. Good morning to you. Good morning to Willow. Good morning to you.
And Michelle. Good morning.
Michelle, good morning. Michelle, good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Just trying to pull the chair up.
And Chrissy.
Good morning to Christy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Christy. Good morning to you. Good
I'm
morning, everybody.
not in the hospital because I don't go in until 2. So,
Just got a little bit of time
yep,
to hang out with us.
few minutes. We're not going to be on long this morning, but uh, well, you can tell them about Darlene.
Darlene's not feeling well. She's in pain this morning and she's got to help Kevin out with some stuff. So she's just not up to today. So Sandy and I thought we'd take over for a little bit. We'll come on for a little bit, say hi, happy Friday, and chit chat for a few, and then go from there. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you. Oh, excuse me.
What are you doing this morning? What are you doing here this morning?
Oh,
You usually don't come and visit me.
cinnamon.
What? What? She likes it when the dogs are put up.
Uh-huh. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you.
Hello, Monique. I loved the bear you did yesterday, Chrissy. Loved it.
Mm.
It was great.
I have my mom coming over. We are finally off quarantine in the state of Michigan, by the way, if I haven't said that recently. We just got off really this week. My mom is going to come over and do surgery on my foot today.
Oh, yeah?
I have something in the bottom of my foot. I think it's just a splinter or something. It's not big, it's just little, but I'm not limber enough anymore to get my foot flipped around and up where I can see it to get a needle there to get out whatever's in there. So she'll come and do it for me.
There you
Good
go.
morning to Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you.
Hi, Beth. Oh, dear. I am not looking forward to this.
I bet not. I dread. There is nothing. I don't mind going to the hospital for a test and whatever if I have to. I don't like it, but if I have to. But then to have to spend a night, I hate that. I don't like to stay there for nothing.
Nope.
Good morning, Michelle and Thomas too. Good morning, Michelle and Thomas too. Jay Dinsdale and his horse Sparky, aw, who sadly died today. Absolutely, Thomas.
Goodbye. Oh, no, you're just moving down there. Okay. Um, yeah, I just don't like the fact that they're going to root around in my chest for
Yeah, that's not a pleasant thing.
hours.
No.
So, oh well.
Yeah,
It'll be
that's
fine. It will be fine.
it'll be fine. You'll be fine, but it's just not, yeah. I don't, I know we got to do some of the stuff that we have to do, and it doesn't mean we got to like it.
No. Yeah.
And I'm one of those, I don't like having any of that kind of stuff done, but anything they can do in my doctor's office, I'm all for that, but
Boy, I hope so. That's why we're doing this.
Yep, that's the big plan, is hopefully you will feel better.
I'm going in for a heart ablation, Sonia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Willow has spinal injection follow-up at 10. We're only planning on staying on about a half hour, Willow.
Yeah.
We won't be on real long.
Just say hi to everybody.
Yep, just say hi. How you doing? Yesterday I left abruptly because I had a big from Darlene's channel. I don't know. All of a sudden, I was itching so bad, and I'm still like I can't even. You probably can't see it on the. And not really. I have like little red dots all over my arm. I was itching so bad, and I got up. I took some Benadryl. I couldn't wait for it to kick in. I was just scratchy everywhere. Finally kicked in, and I zonked out, took a little nap, and I felt better when I woke up. But I'm still like polka dotted. I don't know what that's from. Chrissy, exactly. I don't like. That's what they're talking about doing with my back, which was concerning. And my back is a little bit less concerning than having them doing that in my heart, in my chest. But they talked about going in and trying to break up some of the scar tissue. Good morning, Andar. Good morning to you. Good morning, Andar. Good morning to you. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much.
You have a lot of friends who love you very much, Sandy. We'll all be with you in spirit.
Yeah, I know, and I appreciate it.
Dang, Willow. Next week, CT scan and annual eye exam, then scheduling a sonogram, thyroid, ovaries, and heart as well. Wow. Wow, wow.
Thanks, Monique. Yeah, I'm ready to get it over with.
Yeah. Waiting is the worst part. Once you get there and they give you that loopy-doo juice that, then it's like, okay, I'm good. Get this over with. Get me out of here. Get it done. Get me out.
Yep. I'm ready for the loopy-doo juice.
Ow.
I even took one of my gummies last night to get to sleep.
Yeah. Didn't work. Man. No, it's hard because your mind's going a million miles an hour trying to, It's just better. Get that happy juice. I always, as soon as they check me in, I get that hospital gown on. I'm like, as soon as you can get that loopy loo juice, you bring that on in, because I get all anxious and stuff when.
Michelle, she's not going to be able to. The casinos opened up today in
Oh,
Wendover, and Greg is in charge of 3 restaurants in the casinos,
uh-huh.
and they were at full capacity. They opened at 10, and by 4, they were at full capacity in the casino and the hotel.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, but
Hi, Bruce.
good morning to Bruce. Good morning to you. Good morning to Bruce. Good morning to you. You're babysitting. I start my summer babysitting stint not till the week of Father's Day. So I got another free week before I start the every other week watching my grandson.
Hi, Destiny. Thanks for
Good
coming in.
morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Yeah. I can't believe, like, our governor was one of those, like, we are not opening up, because Detroit had a huge, huge number of cases and deaths. And she
Yeah.
was like, we are not opening up until things start slowing down. And then she finally gave in and opened up, like, the UP and far northern Michigan, because they didn't have hardly any cases up there to begin with, or at all. And she opened that up maybe a week and a half ago. And so then finally, starting this weekend, the stores and stuff can open, and I don't remember there's more stuff due to be open on Monday, so we'll be pretty much open after Monday, except still no gyms, salons.
Oh, you still can't get your hair cut.
No. I'm at the point now, seriously. I mean, look at this, how long this back is
I
getting.
know.
I'm at the point now where I'm about at that tucking stage. And I'm like, I'm almost to that point where, forget it. I'll just grow it back out long enough that I can at least just pull it up in a ponytail and be done with it.
Yeah.
That's how I used to wear my hair all the time, and then got this wild hair and decided to cut it. And then, of course, now they're doing no go to the salon. And if you think I look bad, you should see my bald husband, who has no hair up here, and his hair is about as long in the back as mine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he is way ready, and his has enough thickness in his hair that's not bald that it's like just totally winging out over here. It just looks crazy. I'm like, dude, you need a haircut worse than I do.
Yeah, shave him, Tracy.
Oh, believe me, that man, he is the most vain about his little rim of hair around, because he doesn't have any up here really. And he is so vain about what he does have that, oh, he'd never let me touch it. Mm-mm. Never.
Yeah, that's what I did, Chrissy, is I just took the clippers and started going after it.
Yep. My one grandson talked his mom into, she was going to clipper his hair, and he talked her into leaving the strip right down the center long, so he could have a mohawk. But so she didn't clip the side as short as she was going to, so that it didn't look too bad, but it's not terrible. Good morning to Dawn. Good morning to you. Good morning to Dawn. Good morning to you. I figure at this point I'll let it grow a little bit longer, and then I'll get this trimmed up a little bit so that it will mesh in with this a little bit, and then just let it grow for a while and call it good. Not like I'm out to impress anyone with my hairdo, as long as I can pull the bangs back in a barrette or so. So it's not hanging in my face. I hate it hanging in my face.
Yeah, it
Then
is
you
hard
just-
to do the back. I just did it by the Braille system, Chrissy.
Yep.
I just, took the clippers and I have
Yep.
one spot that's, I don't know, somewhere around in there that's just real long.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't see it.
There you go. There you go.
Good morning, Dawn. Dawn's channel.
Yeah. Good morning to Dawn. Good morning to you. Good morning to Dawn. Good morning to you. You guys do all the hair cutting at home, Des? Bryant is, like I said, he is so picky. He is so picky about his hair. Oh my heavens. He would never forgive me if I did something wrong with his precious hair that he does have. And I think it's just from he's been bald. Like, he had started losing hair up on the top of his head by the time he was 18 years old. So he's been bald for a long time. And then our baby did the same thing. He's been shaving his head off. He shaves his hair off completely since he was about 18, because he started getting that receding hairline and he didn't want to have the strip around like his dad, so he just shaved it all.
If you hear
Oh,
the
your
dog,
hairdresser's never closed, Sonia? Wow.
the cat is running back and forth in front of the dog's crates.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Of course. Waking them up saying, come on, mom's
Yeah.
awake.
Yes. She's just taunting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost buzzed it when I did this.
Mm-hmm.
And if it gets hot this summer, I will buzz it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any of those lumps or bumps in my head. My head's pretty
Mhm.
well shaped. So,
Yeah.
yes, the dogs want out, and I don't want to get up. So there you go.
The
See
last
you.
time I had long hair and cut it short was because I had decided to quit dyeing it. So I let it grow as long as I could stand it, and then I cut it off so that I could cut out all the color and just let it be gray. But now it's like it's all gray. So it's just getting past this horrible phase where in the grow out, and then I'll just pull it back in a ponytail and say, screw it, that's my hair.
Yeah, the awkward stage.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get past that.
Yeah, it's not easy. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Frankenstein head. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, I know I'm awkward, Chrissy.
That's what we love about Sandy, right?
And I'm rude and crude and socially unacceptable.
I could be
So,
that. I
what
can be
else
that
is
too.
new? Yeah. What else is new?
Yeah. I'm hoping, though, if I'm going to watch, Pamela. Good
Pamela.
morning to Pamela and John, too. Good morning to Pamela and John, too.
Hi, John.
But yeah, the pools and stuff are supposed to be able to open up on Monday, starting Monday. So I don't know. I haven't been down past our pool to see what our pool in our community is, if it there looks like they're getting it ready, but I hope so. Because if I'm going to have Brantley every other week for the summer, it's kind of nice to take him down to the pool for an hour or two. That helps get some energy out. Thank you, Sonia. I think if I can get like the layers, which they're almost, I mean, honestly, look at this is my shortest layer. And at one point that was like a half an inch. If I can get the layers grown out a little bit so I can just get it chopped more even, then we're there. That's why I had my hair long, Beth, was to save money. I could just put it up in a ponytail. And I actually was one of those messy bun every day kind of girls, just I didn't like it on my neck. I don't like it in my face. I just pull up in a ponytail and twist the ponytail around and put the rubber band around it so that it's just hanging there. So it's out of my face and off my neck. I was good.
Yeah, and I just go the other way. If I want it out of my face and off my neck, I just shave it. Just buzz it.
Yep. Oh, Chrissy. All right. Thank you for stopping by.
Well,
Keep
you just
Sandy in your
hang on,
prayers.
little girl. You have funny sayings. You talk funny, Chrissy.
Yeah. I always.
We'll catch you on the flip flop.
Yep.
We don't
On the
have
flip
any
side.
funny sayings.
I never could understand those people that would have their bangs like way down in their face and they couldn't see through that. That drives me nuts. And it drove me nuts when I was younger. And then as I got older and was cooking for a family and even cooking for myself, because when I lived at home with my mom, I didn't honestly, I'll be straight up, I didn't really cook much. And until I lived on my own with Ryan, I didn't cook a lot. But I cannot, there's nothing I can't stand more than having my face or my hair hanging all around my face when I'm trying to cook. I just think that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's what I like, Sonia. Tie it back, put it, just kind of pull it all up, and I'm almost there, honestly. I can almost get it up, and once I can get it there with a couple barrettes on the side, I'm good. And I'm close, but it's going to be just right now, it's like the little, if I could get a rubber band around it, it'd be just a little biggie.
It's more like a bunny tail instead of a ponytail.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Little piggy tail.
Yep. We have such enlightening conversations in the morning.
Don't we, though? Sometimes things go from how they get there, I don't even remember.
Don't know, don't care. Of course I care.
Yeah. It's going to be a hot one here today again. Yesterday it was hot. It was nice. It's been nice in the morning and you think, oh, I want to open up the windows. No, because in the afternoon it gets so humid and hot. But it's at the early mornings when it's just in the upper 60s and it just feels so good. Oh, look at Chris. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you. Good morning, Chris. Oh, good morning to you.
Hi, Chris.
How you doing this morning, Chris? Oh.
What is it? It's 65 here now, and it's supposed to get up to 90.
Yeah. My phone says it's 77 right now, and it's supposed to be in the mid 80s today and humid. So that's when you live in the Midwest where we have snow the beginning of May. Not that that wasn't normal, but we did have it this year. Mid 80s and humid is hot.
Yeah.
I just want to hide in my house. I run outside, find some shade to smoke, and run back in where the air's on.
She's not feeling real good this morning, and she needed to help Kevin.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll be back on Monday. She's just not feeling the best, and Kiva needed help, and so she had to do what she had to do. We all have those days. We got to do what we got to do. And we aren't going to be on real long this morning either, Chris. We just came on to say hi to everybody and happy Friday.
Yeah. They took all of my heart medication away from me a couple of days ago, and
did that make you swell?
No, it just makes my chest go bonkers.
Yeah.
You know, I can really feel it, you know, when the medication is not there. It feels like my heart's bouncing around in my chest.
Oh, I don't like that feeling. Yeah, I've had that feeling before, that like it's beating all crazy in there. That's not a pleasant feeling.
Like it's a pinball machine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not typically super painful, but it's just such a odd sensation, and it makes you like catch your breath, and that's just not a fun, like, and no wonder you didn't sleep, because you can't.
Yeah. And then it makes me short of breath, and
yeah,
you know, just a downhill slide.
Yeah. Do you have to go to Salt Lake for this?
Provo, yeah.
To Provo.
Which is Salt Lake is about 40 miles past Provo.
Past Provo. Okay. All right, Chris. You have a good weekend too. We love you. Such a nice guy.
Yeah. Stay safe.
I do have to say that in my area, at least, finally, thank goodness and thank God, the protests seem to have simmered down to where they're still protesting every night, but they seem to be mostly peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
And not violent, not breaking windows, burning down buildings. You know, that's the main thing. Looting businesses that are already hurting because of the virus.
They've pointed out that it wasn't the protesters that were doing that. It was another group of people coming in outside of the protesters that were burning and looting and that.
I really believe that is true, because Grand Rapids really got out of hand on Saturday, and then they set a curfew for Sunday and Monday. And Monday night, things went crazy in Kalamazoo, which is about an hour south of us. And I think that what they did is, well, the curfew and the National Guard were in Grand Rapids, so let's hit somewhere else.
Right. Beth, I have to go and be there by 2. So I'm thinking probably about 3 o'clock they're going to start on me.
Yeah. Hopefully everything will be just fine. You'll be feeling better by tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, Michelle, you have a great day and stay safe.
Yeah. Stay safe, Michelle. that hopefully once they get you a little bit loopy, you can sleep
Yeah.
away the majority of the time that you're there, and then feel better by the time you wake up to come home.
That's what I figured,
Yep,
you know. So
that'll be good. That won't be so bad. You're having protests over the weekend there, Sonia. I hope that they stay safe and peaceful, because as far as what happened and people's right to protest, I 100%, there is a reason to protest, and that there have been things going on in the United States that have been going on for years, that do need to be changed.
yeah,
And what happened to Mr. Floyd, there wasn't even 100% that he had committed a crime. The lady at the convenience store that called the police said he was a regular there, that she wasn't sure he was aware he had passed a bad bill. And I have worked in the car business, so I've seen some, we were trained on counterfeits and stuff, and some of them are so good that if you got past one through another business, you might not realize it and pass it on. And even though by doing that, that technically is a crime, you're not aware. And he certainly didn't deserve what happened, that's for sure. I don't care what he did, he didn't deserve what happened to him, what those police officers did. But
that's
having,
almost as ridiculous as them killing that guy that was selling loose cigarettes.
exactly.
I mean,
In no way.
why would you put a chokehold on a guy selling loose cigarettes
Exactly.
other than just throwing your weight around?
Right.
And I think that's what this guy did. He had 18 bad conduct reports in his file. 18.
They need to crack down on that kind of stuff and start having stronger discipline for the bad cops, because the bad ones give all the good ones a bad reputation.
That's
and
true.
just like all groups of people, there might be a few bad ones, but nobody wants that to be the opinion of the whole group. And that's just it. There's a handful of bad cops, and even good cops will tell you that there are bad cops out there. And they need to come up with a quicker discipline, quicker termination for violations of the code of ethics for policemen than what goes on right now with the union and the process that they have to go through to terminate somebody. They need to just streamline that process where they can weed out the bad ones. If they screw up and they're, let's say, put on a probation, if they screw up during that probation, they should be able to terminate them immediately, period. I mean, look at this situation. What they did obviously was very wrong, but they terminated all 4 of those police officers quickly, and that's what they need to do for all of the time.
Well, and then in that other city where those 2 cops pulled college students out of a car for no reason, they were put on mandatory leave without pay.
Exactly.
The next day they were. And these guys that pushed down that 75-year-old man, did you see that?
Oh my gosh, I saw that video. I almost had a heart failure. I'm not joking. When I saw that, I thought, oh my gosh. I mean, I realized that guy was tall, but he was a string bean. He
Yeah.
couldn't have weighed 150 pounds.
No.
And they just shoved him down. His head was bleeding. Oh my goodness. That was ridiculous.
And then the one cop that went to kneel down next to him, the supervisor shoved him out of the way, told
Yeah.
him to keep going. Those two
Yeah.
cops were suspended without pay.
Yeah, they should be. That was ridiculous. They could have killed that guy, seriously. I mean, because he hit
Yep.
his head hard enough to make it bleed. I mean, he could have. He's lucky he's still okay.
I mean, he hit and they panned over to him and there was a puddle of blood there already.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I mean, he cracked himself good.
yeah.
Ah,
Unreal. We had a little old lady. This is kind of a hilarious story. In the most conservative part of Grand Rapids is a little city that's kind of its own entity called East Grand Rapids. And it tends to be more upper class wealthy people live in East Grand Rapids, although for their schools, they incorporate some of the poorer areas. It's just funny. But the actual city where these marchers were coming through from downtown all the way through East Grand Rapids, they were peaceful. They were just walking along, peacefully chanting. They were having a peaceful protest. And this little old 70-year-old lady came out in the middle of the road with a baseball bat and was going to go at this entire group of protesters. But thank goodness the protesters kept their head about them, and they basically put her in a big bear hug. One of the guys kind of put her in a bear hug so she couldn't hurt anybody, got her out of the road, got till they could get the police there to basically tell her she can't go out into a public road and beat people senseless with a baseball bat. But she still wasn't happy that they had come in her neighborhood, but it was kind of funny. But I was very pleased to see how those guys handled it, because they just safely removed her from the middle of their group, and
yeah.
they didn't shove her down. I mean, she was just a little old. She couldn't have been that big. It was hilarious, actually, the look of it. Because here's all this whole group coming at her, and this one little old lady, she's got this baseball bat, and she's yelling in the middle of the road.
Well, I think that, like I said before, I don't think it's necessarily the protesters that are burning these places down and destroying them, because they have the marches now that they've cracked down on the curfew has stopped a lot of the infiltrators from coming in and looting and destroying things. And the daytime is peaceful.
That's what the police chief and the county sheriff were at the protest on Wednesday. They went out, they kneeled with the people, they prayed with the people, they talked with them. It was all peaceful, but they even said that there were outlying people that would come up to the group that would try to stir up trouble, and the group that was organizing that particular protest had enough sense and common sense about them that there would be people like that, and they had people stationed on the outside of the group to kind of shut down these groups that wanted to take it in another direction. But it's this small minority that, like said, that I think that groups of people that are being bussed in and driven into these areas to wreak havoc, and that doesn't help the cause any.
No. And I even saw some of the protesters standing in front of businesses to keep them from looting and breaking the windows.
Yeah.
So there's like two different factions.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's some of the, I mean, we were lucky in Grand Rapids. We had a lot of dumpster and trash can fires, but as far as I know, oh well, police cars. They had 7 police cars were burnt, but they literally busted windows on probably 95% of the businesses that were in the downtown area last Saturday night, and that just was uncalled for.
Yeah.
And they actively, which that was a little bit freaky, knowing that my son was part of that whole situation, was they, you know, he had gotten called in as part-time police officer, and they actively, the small minority actively tried to break into the downtown, to the Grand Rapids Police Department headquarters downtown, actively the entire night until about 4:30 in the morning. They finally gave up.
Wow.
And there were like dispatchers and some stuff like, you know, people like that inside that, oh my goodness. But it's a small minority, just like the police officers. It's a small minority that are the bad ones. We need to weed them out. And the protesters, the ones that are protesting peacefully, have every right to do what they're doing. And as long as we can shut down the troublemakers,
Yeah.
I think we should let the other ones continue to do what they're doing, because they can't.
Well, it's how change happens, you know.
Yeah.
Already there's police departments that are changing, you know, their regulations and rules and how they deal with people, and that, you know, a $20 bill or a cigarette is not worth
It's not worth somebody's
losing their
life.
life over.
Exactly. Exactly. They have made some. Oh, good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. They have made some changes in demanding and in implementing that all police departments in the state of Michigan are going to be required to do some sensitivity training within the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good thing. And we can't just shut down all the conversation, because that's what happens when we have these mass shootings, when we have these unnecessary deaths like happen, that it blows up for a period of time and then it peters out, and then people stop talking about it, and it doesn't force the government, who move at a beyond slow snail's pace, doesn't keep them moving in the direction of change. And we've got to get them to make some change.
Well, and Beth says, you know, violence and looting, destruction of property doesn't help the situation, and it doesn't help their cause. So that's why I'm thinking that, you know, the people that are really wanting change to happen are peacefully demonstrating.
Exactly.
And it's these guys that want to make the protesters look bad are coming in there and, you know, looting,
stirring up trouble,
burning, and
yeah. That's exactly it. There is, and it is sad. You're right, Beth, that prejudice is a learned behavior and is still taught to children today. This very day, children are being taught to be prejudicial about race, sexual orientation, religion, many, many things, and they learn it from their parents.
Yeah. Boy, if I felt better, I'd just go over there and straighten out the whole situation.
Yep. My brother and I like to have deep discussions like that, and we will say, like, man, if people would just listen to us, we could solve all the world's problems, you
No
know?
kidding. Well, see, it's a bunch of old white men up there making laws, and I think we need to get more women in
Mhm.
there because we'll sit down and talk to each other, even if we don't like each other.
Exactly.
If we're on a mission, we're on a mission.
Hmm. Yeah, Myra, I have heard that there were some peaceful protests that were people were treated poorly. Well, in Washington,
Yeah.
D.C., they were having a peaceful protest that they shot tear gas into so a certain political leader could have his picture taken in front of a church with a Bible.
Upside down Bible.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And it scares me to have soldiers on our streets,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they don't have any identification on them. That they're Army, Navy, whatever. Why is all their identification taken off?
Hmm.
That's I'm not going to say it, but that's not a good sign
Right.
to have
Well,
our.
yeah, there were just things that just some things, but it just there's
Hi, Denise.
good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Right, Beth. Just because you don't like something. See, I was singing the other day. I honestly was. When people were protesting and things were getting crazy, I was singing, Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
Yep. And we're all kids when it
Yep,
comes to that.
yep.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to load my vape. I noticed that looked a little strange.
It did.
What are you doing, Sandy? Oh, I'm milking a cow,
Yeah,
milking the goats.
that's Darlene B's job.
Yeah. But to get those to get those guys that are not really with the protesters is about like herding white cats in a snowstorm.
Right,
You're not going to do it. You're
right,
just
because they spread out and they blend in and they stir up other youth in the local youth who are impressionable,
and angry,
right, and tired of being shut in
Yeah.
from all of the quarantining and on and on. It's easy to stir up a group like that.
Beth, I wish, but no.
Yeah.
Guys, my kids are about
Yeah,
to.
you're going to have to get them taken care of. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We love you all. We will be praying for everybody, including Sandy. Love you.
Thanks. I'll take it all. I'll take everything I can get.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I love you. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in this morning and spending part of your morning with us.
Absolutely. Have a good one. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye, guys. Love you.